Left wing and right wing, arguably the two most competitive positions in the world because everyone wants to be a winger. Imagine if you had it mastered. You run at the defender, boom, past him, like he wasn't even there, and now you have the opportunity to score, and you do. Again, you run at him, he's terrified. You sit him down and pass to your striker, who taps it home. It's really that simple if you master this one move. And let me say it how it is. If you score and assist every single game as a winger, you will get noticed because that is exactly what's required of your position. This video is going to teach you a simple concept that will 10 times your performance as a winger. So you're expected to score and assist every game, but how do we even get into the position to do so? 1v1s. We have to create the space to actually be able to shoot or cross. Everyone complicates 1v1s, saying you need to learn hundreds of skill moves, but the one thing that people forget is neglecting the idea of just being unpredictable. Imagine you run at the defender and you go on the outside every time. Sure, the first couple times it might work, but imagine it comes to the third and fourth time. He literally knows what you're going to do, and he doesn't have to worry about you cutting inside, so he just stances himself up, waits for you to push it outside, and boom, he tackles you. It's too predictable. And then the game's up. You're a one-trick pony and he knows your trick. So for the rest of the game, you become a useless player. But what if I told you there's a simple solution that all the pros are using, and it's one that I spent time learning, and it made my 1v1s a complete joke. It's being able to go both ways. As soon as I felt confident cutting in as well as going down the line, my 1v1 success rate shot up rapidly, because defenders had no idea what I was going to do. And having played left back too, trust me, defenders don't want to come up against a player who can go inside and outside, because it makes it harder to stance up against this, and as well as that, you have to concentrate way more as a defender to be able to predict what they're actually going to do. You see, if you master this, you'll have every single defender on skates. They'll be twisting in and out before finally dropping to the floor like a bowling pin. And from here on out, you win 99% of your 1v1s. But how does this even help you? Well, it means more shots and more crosses. And what does this mean? It means more goals and more assists. And what does that mean? Well, to put it quite frankly, it means that your chances of getting scouted just shot up 1,000,000%. So let me teach you how this is possible. It starts with dribbling with your inside foot. And what I mean by this is the foot nearest to the middle of the pitch. So if you're a left winger, that's your right foot. And if you're a right winger, that's your left foot. Why? Because this enables us to go around the defender both ways. Obviously, you don't do this against a player who's really, really bad and is just going to sprint at you, try and take you out. But against good defenders, this works perfectly, because as they stance you up, you literally just go push it one way, then you go out the other way, and it's really that simple. I've done this hundreds of times, and it's literally a foolproof method. It's the same method that Lamine Yamal uses. It's just a simple one touch this way, touch out that way on the other foot. And it's really that simple. You don't need any of these fancy tricks. It's just a simple push one way, push back in the other way, defender's gone. For the most part as a winger, you'll still continue to go down the line most of the time in your 1v1s, but just every few you switch it up by cutting in. And all this will do is just leave the defender completely baffled, and the game is completely over from there. You've won your 1v1, now every time you run at him, he's completely baffled, he has no idea what to do. Another key tip is that you want to be unpredictable right from the get-go, so don't wait until the second half to cut in. What I do, a general rule, obviously, if the defender's showing you to just go down the line and there's loads of space to eat up, just eat up the space. But as a general rule that I follow is I'll run at the defender and go on the outside the first time. Then the second time I'll cut in. And like I said before, after that, they have no idea what you're going to do, and it's genuinely that easy. But obviously after watching this video, you're not going to suddenly turn into prime Lamine Yamal. You need to actually obtain the technical ability to be able to do this stuff. So I want you to do this technical training session at least once a week. Start with a quick warm-up, then do 10 reps of the Messi dribble. This will get you super comfortable with a quick shift onto your other foot. I'll have a clip of me doing the Messi dribble and then have a clip of me doing the exact same thing in a game. So the Messi dribble is a touch outside, then inside on the same foot, then outside on the other foot, then back inside. And this clip is exactly the same. Outside on my right foot to make him think I'm cutting in, then inside on my right foot, then onto an outside left foot. Next, I want you to do unrestricted dribbling, practicing gliding on your inside foot all over the pitch. This will get you comfortable and confident enough to do it in game. Don't worry if it's difficult to begin with, because you're more than likely using your weak foot, which means there's loads of progress to be made, and all of your hard work will pay off on the actual pitch. And finally, put this into a real game scenario by doing 1v1s with your friend, where you dribble at him, practicing the method that I've taught you of using your inside foot, then choosing either to cut in or go back down the line. And if you have no friends to train with, then continue doing the unrestricted training, but just add in the imagination idea, the visualization of being a defender, by literally just doing like the messy dribble by doing an outside touch, then pushing it back straight in, or just doing a straight shift onto your other foot like Lamau does. If you take my advice seriously and actually put this training session into your routine, then watching this YouTube video will be the best thing you've ever done, because this is exactly how to dominate as a winger, and it's exactly what Lamine Yamal does. So put this into your routine, you'll see the results literally, I want to say after the first session, but there's always a chance that it takes a couple sessions to kick in. So give it a chance, trust me, this shit really, really works. Also, I've not seen anyone else talk about this, which is unbelievable because it's literally a cheat code to improving your 1v1s. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. If you do enjoy my content and you want some free more tips from me, then sign up to my free training with the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.